Welcome everyone to our email marketing masterclass. Williams, and it's a genuine pleasure to guide you today. Now we are about to embark on a comprehensive journey, exploring email marketing from its very core to its most advanced strategies. Think of this session as us building a house together. We will start with a strong foundation of theory, and then we will get our hands dirty with practical skills using Mailchimp as our main tool. And to take us further, we will be looking closely at a case study called Kobo Reads, a Nigerian case study we will develop together. Now, in this bustling digital age, with new platforms popping up all the time, you might wonder if email still hold its own. Let me assure you, it absolutely does. It's a powerful direct line to your audience, a real cornerstone of any smart digital plan. Throughout this very lesson, we will be weaving in the Miramore Institute philosophy of learn, create, lead. Of course, you know, it's simple but profound. So first of all, here is our agenda. We are going to dig deep into what email marketing really is, why email marketing is so effective, the rules of the road, its strategic importance. We will make sure you understand the what and the why before we get to the how. Then we are going to create. In creating, this is where the fun begins. You will see how to build email lists, how to manage email lists, how to segment email lists for laser-focused messaging, and how to design campaigns that truly connect, all using industry standard tools. And finally, you will be equipped to lead. The aim here is for you to live with the confidence to not just execute campaigns, but to strategize, to innovate, and to ethically guide email marketing efforts that bring real results and build lasting relationships with customers. So we have all of these models to cover, each one building on the last, like chapters in a fascinating story. So from introduction in module 1 to email marketing in the digital age, to what is email marketing, why email marketing is crucial, the Nigerian digital landscape, building your email marketing foundation, legal and ethical considerations in email marketing. Then we move to the practicals. So like I said, all these are what we'll be covering. And by the end, you will have a complete picture and the practical skills to match. All right. So let us lay our first foundational stone. So by that, we are going to look into quickly what email marketing is all about. What exactly is email marketing? especially when we strip it down to its essence. And why, in 2025, with all the shiny new digital toys around, are we still talking about it with such importance? So that's what Module 1 is all about. What is email marketing? Now imagine you have a direct personal line to talk to people who are interested in what you offer. That is essentially what email marketing is. It's a strategic way businesses use email to send targeted messages. Why do businesses do that? So they can share news, so they can promote their products or services, so they can offer valuable information, and ultimately build a stronger brand, so they can deliver content people actually want. And yes, to drive sales or achieve other important business goals. Now, email marketing has not just stood still. No, it's grown up. It started as simple text messages. But now, it has become a sophisticated tool that can deliver incredibly personal, automated, and even interactive experiences. We have moved from just blasting the same message to everyone, that old batch and blast method, to smart customer-focused strategies. Today, it's all about being relevant and valuable to the person reading your email. And here we are in 2025. You might think with all the social media boosts, email has taken a back seat, but not at all. It is more relevant than ever. Think about it. How many of you check your email every day? Globally, in 2024, there were about 4.48 billion email users. That number is expected to climb to nearly 4.9 billion by 2027. That is a massive audience, a huge sea of potential connections for any business. The real magic of email marketing, why email marketing is so powerful, lies in two things, two key things. First of all, I would like to use my notepad. Like I mentioned, the real magic of email marketing, why email marketing is powerful, lies in two key things. One, it's permission-based. And two, it's a direct owned channel. The real magic of email marketing, why it is so powerful, lies in two key things. One, it's permission-based. Two, it's direct owned channel. It's a direct owned channel. Please take this down. Take note of it. What do I mean by that? Unlike social media, where an algorithm change can suddenly hide your post. Those of you who have Facebook, you have Facebook accounts, you have Instagram accounts. You know, when you post something in the morning, in the afternoon, it will no longer be there. All of a sudden, as more posts are coming in, you know, your posts start to disappear unless someone goes to your profile and will be able to view it. So that simply, when things like that happens, it simply means there is an algorithm change. Now, where an algorithm change can suddenly hide your post. Or how about a paid ads? You know, if there happens to be a paid ads where costs can skyrocket, unlike such social media handles, your email list is something you own. Your email list is your direct line. No gatekeepers. So, the reason why email marketing is still so powerful till date is first because it's permission based and it's a direct owned channel. It is your direct line. So when I say one of the real magic of email marketing, why email marketing is still so powerful, is because it's a direct owned channel. Is because unlike social media, other social media, where an algorithm change can suddenly hide your post, or paid ads where costs can skyrocket, your email list is something you own. Things like that don't happen to it. When I say it's permission based, what's this actually mean? That means people have chosen to hear from you. They have said, yes, I am interested. This creates a level of trust and makes them much more receptive to your messages than if you just showed up uninvited. So most of the times when you receive a message in your email, whether it's related to a scholarship or any topical, any area, always know that message did not just get to you, especially those that comes to your inbox, because those messages that comes to your inbox is messages that you have given permission to. That's the reason why even the messages that don't get to your inbox, that goes to your spam box, you still have to review it. And you always have that notification. Do you want it to go to your inbox? Is this message safe? And all that. So email is always permission based. You give the permission to what kind of message you want to receive. You enter your email. You go to a platform, you register, you enter your email. You're giving permission. Yes, most platforms will ask you, do you want to receive newsletters? Do you want to receive marketing news? Do you want to receive updates? You always tick it. So when we say that email is permission based, it simply means that you choose to hear. You make, all those necessary things. You give permission that, yes, I am interested. So please always remember this. This combination of direct access, ownership, and permission is why email marketing is still a champion in the marketing world. Now let's talk about why email marketing is crucial. Let's look at the importance of email marketing, the benefits, and the impressive ROI, which is the return on investments. So we have been able to establish that email marketing is a direct line to an interested audience. But why is it so crucial? Why should it be a top priority in any digital strategy? If you ask me, I will tell you that it boils down to some fantastic benefits and a truly impressive return on investment, or ROI, as we like to call it. But let's look at the key benefits of email marketing. Benefits of email marketing. The first benefit of email marketing is that it is direct and personalized communication. Direct and personalized communication. Now, this happened to be a big one. And the very reason why I will say it's actually a big one is because email lets you talk straight to your audience. No middleman. And you can make these conversations incredibly personal, tailoring messages to what you know about their interests, what they have bought before, making them feel like you are talking just to them. That simply means you're doing a direct stuff. Personalized, direct. You're hitting the nail. Direct. The second benefit of email marketing is cost effectiveness. Please take note as a digital marketer so that when you are presenting or working within an organization and the organization is saying, what strategy can we implement? Email marketing is a powerful strategy. Cost effectiveness, because they would want to ask you, why? Why email marketing? Cost effectiveness is another benefit. Now, compared to many other ways of marketing, because when we talk about marketing, there are many ways of marketing. Many ways of marketing. Now, what is marketing all about? Before we move forward, what do you understand by marketing? You know, I was in a conference some other time last year, and a question like this came up. What is marketing? People are defining marketing that marketing is the same as sales. But no, marketing is different from sales. When we talk about marketing, marketing has to do with all the activities. I take it again, all the activities, not just one, all the activities you carry out to ensure your customers become aware of you. When I say customers, your potential customers become aware of you. Your potential customers develop a positive interest in you. Your potential customers believes in you, trust you, wants to do business with you. Yes, marketing has to do with selling, because in the process, at the end of the day, you want to sell a product. So we can say marketing leads to sales. And the reason is because when you communicate with, let's say, a group of potential customers, some of them will become your customer, from being potential or leads to full customers. And as time goes on, as you keep putting effort and putting effort, that's how you'll be able to get more and more. So all I'm trying to say is that marketing is all about reaching your target audience. I hope we understand. So don't forget what I said, that marketing is everything you do to ensure that your target audience, your potential customers, are aware of you. Somehow, we can say that means if we are doing an advert, that's marketing. Because when you are carrying out an advert, any kind of advert, is because you want your target audience to be aware of you. It can be a billboard, it can be adverts done on Facebook adverts, and all of that. But that's not all about marketing. Marketing is far, far more than just those adverts. Marketing is everything you do, whether as a business or an individual. Everything you do to make your customers know, like, and like I said, believe in you. That's your organization will not fail because of the customers, the clients who did not buy from you. It will fail because of those persons, those clients you have never met. So marketing must be taken seriously. And that's the reason why we have this very important aspect of email marketing. And the good thing is, email marketing is what? Cost effective compared to many other ways of marketing. Email marketing is incredibly kind to your budget. Many email service providers offer plans that even small businesses and startups can afford. Sending an email costs very little, but it can reach a lot of people. Another benefit of email marketing is driving customer engagement. And loyalty. Think of email as a way to build relationships. regular, valuable emails can turn someone who bought from you once. I mean, the person bought from your company, your business once, into a loyal fan who keeps coming back. So email marketing keeps your brand in their thoughts. Another benefit of email marketing is improving sales. Now, email is a powerful sales driver. Many don't know. Personalized messages, special offers, and clear buy now buttons can gently guide people towards making a purchase. In fact, studies show that over half of consumers, I think 52% to be exact, have bought something directly because of an email they received. So with that, we can say that email marketing improves sales because that's also boosting sales as part of marketing. Remember, we said that your business, your organization will not fail because of the customers who did not buy. It will fail because of the customers you have not reached out to. So if those customers you have not reached out to are there will be problem. There will be problem because you have not reached out to them. So you have to do a lot, and email marketing, makes that possible for you. So at the end of the day, you'll be able to actually reach out to them. Of course, I believe part of the targets and aim and goal of a business is to be able to grow. And just like one of my mentors will say, he will always say that there is a difference between preparing to grow and preparing for growth. That preparing to grow involves all the marketing efforts. And by that, we mean the messaging, the techniques you use to attract customers, and, all of that. That's how he sees and how he defines preparing to grow. But preparing for growth, according to him, means ensuring that once those customers you have attracted pay for what you attracted them for, you can actually deliver the service you promised. So, for example, if you're a fashion designer or you're a shoemaker and you promise to deliver shoes within 48 hours, it can be good if you have, like, let's say 10 to 25 orders. But what happens when 2,000 customers place order for your shoes? Can you be able to deliver? Because we see a lot of businesses these days that orders like that, end up even up to 2 or 3 months. So it's also very important that you don't just only prepare to grow, but also you should prepare for growth. As you prepare for growth, you'll be able to improve sales. Another benefit of email marketing is growing audience and increasing leads. Now, email marketing is a fantastic way to find new potential customers. With good sign-up forms and targeting offers. Of course, we are going to talk about lead magnets later. But with good signed-up forms and targeting offers, you can attract new people and grow your list of subscribers. Did you know that 89% of marketers use email as their main tool for finding new leads? That's huge. That tells you email marketing is indeed powerful. Number 6, delivering exceptional value. Delivering exceptional value. Now, yes, we said marketing is all you do to make those customers who you have never met become aware of you. We said marketing boosts sales. But let me also tell you that it is not always about selling. Email marketing, like we said, boosts sales. Is also not always about selling. Email is also a great way to give your subscribers real value, to give your subscribers useful tips, to give your subscribers industry news, to give your subscribers educational content. This positions your brand as a helpful expert, someone they trust, delivering exceptional value. The last benefit of email marketing is keeping your brand top of mind. Keeping your brand top of mind. Regular updates about new things, special deals, or company news make sure your audience remembers you. Now, let us talk about that impressive return on investment, ROI. This is where email marketing truly shines. It consistently gives back more than almost any other digital marketing channel. I want you to get this. For every $1 spent on email marketing in places like the US and UK, businesses often see a return of $36 to $38. Some even say it's as high as $40 to $42 for every single dollar. And it gets better. Nearly 1 in 5 companies, that's 18%, see an ROI of over 7,000%. That's like getting $70 back for every $1 you put in. The average ROI for email marketing is around 122%. That's 4 times higher than any other digital marketing channel. Businesses in retail businesses in e-commerce, and those selling everyday consumer goods often see the highest average ROI, around 4,500%. Now, this amazing ROI is not just luck. If you want to see it as luck, it's not just luck. It comes from email strength. You must know that people choose to hear from you. You can personalize messages deeply. How about automation? Automation helps you send the right message at the right time to many people. When you send tailored content to specific groups, you know what we call it? We call it segmentation. Revenue can jump by as much as 760%. And those automated emails, like a welcome message or a reminder if someone left items in their online cart, they can bring in 30 times more return than just sending out a single email blast. All these things work together to get people more engaged, more likely to buy, and that means a fantastic return on your investment. Plus, because it's so cost effective, even smaller businesses like our Kobo Reads bookstore can use email marketing to compete with the big players. It's often more about smart strategy and great content than a huge advertising budget. Now let's talk about the Nigerian digital landscape. I want to take you into exploring internet penetration, mobile usage, e-commerce growth, just to set the context for Kobo Reads. So let's us bring it home. Now, to make email marketing work for a Nigerian business like Kobo Reads, we absolutely must understand the digital work here in Nigeria. To really make our email marketing strategies sync for Kobo Reads, our online bookstore focusing on African and international literature, we need to get a clear picture of Nigeria's digital environment. It's not enough to know global trends. We need to understand what's happening right here. Now, when we talk about internet and broadband penetration, it's just all about who is online. As of the start of this year, 2025, Nigeria had around 107 million internet users. That's about 45.4% of our population. A lot of people, but it also means just over half the country is not online yet. When we talk about broadband, which is faster internet, the penetration was about 45.61%. The government had a plan to get this to 70% by 2025, but it looks like we might miss that target. The question becomes why? Well, Things like needing more investment in the actual cables and towers, sometimes unreliable power, and a few regulatory hurdles have slowed things down. As regards to mobile usage and smartphone penetration, here is a key thing. In Nigeria, mobile phones are the main way people get online. We also saw a massive 93% jump in monthly internet use in January 2025. And a lot of that is because more and more people are getting smartphones. We had about 98.67 million connections on 3G, 4G, and 5G networks. And on average, each person used about 7.04 gig of data in that month. How many people have smartphones? If I ask you, the numbers vary a bit. GSMA said in 2023, it was 59% in Nigerian cities and 26% in rural areas. Other sources say maybe around 19.7% of individuals overall. But the main point is, smartphone use is growing, especially with affordable phones coming in, particularly from Chinese makers. And Nigerians are active on their phones. We spend on average just over 5 hours a day on our smartphones. And guess what? A huge 83% of those smartphone users check their emails on their phones. We also love video calls, watching free online videos, and listening to free online music. The Nigerian e-commerce market is booming. It was valued around $8.53 billion this year and is expected to grow by nearly 12% each year until 2023. The question becomes, what are people buying? Lots of fashion, electronics, and beauty products. And it's mostly individuals buying for themselves. That's B2C, or business to customer. Have you ever wondered, what's driving this? First, one of the things that drive this is what I call M-commerce. M-commerce. What is M-commerce? The M there stands for mobile commerce. What this simply means is more smartphones, and more smartphones mean more shopping on phones. That's what mobile commerce means. More smartphones, more shopping on phones. What's driving this whole issue, whole aspect of e-commerce growth is not just only m-commerce. Payment gateways is another key factor that is driving e-commerce growth. E-commerce growth is simply all about shopping goes digital. So when we are discussing now the rapid growth of e-commerce in Nigeria and how email marketing aligns with this trend to drive conversions and customer engagement, we are simply going to look at what's driving this growth. And like I made mention, one of the factors driving this growth is mobile commerce. Another factor is payment gateway. Now, payment gateway simply means more ways to pay online easily. More ways to pay online easily. We have a lot of ways today. We have the Flutterwave, we have the Paystack. More ways to pay online. More ways for payment. Other mode of payment, we have a lot of POS today. We have the OPay, we have the Money Points, a whole lot. Which other factor is driving e-commerce growth? Social commerce, what I call S-commerce. Social commerce. Social commerce to me simply means people are buying things directly through social media like Instagram and WhatsApp. But there are challenges too. Things like logistics. By logistics, I mean getting products delivered is a challenge. Reliable electricity is a challenge. Online fraud is a challenge. In fact, online fraud is a real concern. Different levels of comfort with digital tools is a challenge. And the big one. Who can tell me the biggest challenge of it all as far as social commerce is concerned? That is building trust. Now, there happens to be this online consumer behavior I have noticed in Nigeria. By this, I'm talking about how we act online, how Nigerians act online. We are seeing a big shift from cash to digital payments. Cash use dropped by 59% in the last 10 years. 12 mobile wallets and those clever fintech apps are becoming really popular. Social media is huge, with about 38.7 million active users as of January 2025. 5 platforms like Facebook, 75% use it for news and content. YouTube, 70%. Instagram, 58% use it. And TikTok, 46%, are where many Nigerians get information and entertainment. And that word again, trust. It's so important for online businesses here. Nigerian consumers value good quality. Brands that care about making a positive impact and honesty. A professional-looking website. Easy ways to contact the business. Real customer reviews and secure ways to pay online are all vital for building that trust. So what does this all mean for our Kobo Read case study? The Nigerian online consumer is engaged but cautious. We have a large and active online population, especially on mobile, and people are getting more comfortable with online shopping. But because of concerns about fraud and infrastructure, businesses like Kobo Reads need to work extra hard to earn and keep trust. This means emails must look great on mobile. Emails must load quickly because data can be precious. Emails must clearly show that payments are secure. And emails must consistently build trust with valuable, reliable content. And also picture this. The smartphone is king. It is the main door to the internet and online shopping for so many Nigerians. So for Kobo Reads, every email has to be designed with mobile in mind first. Think single columns for easy reading, clear fonts, big enough buttons for thumbs and images that load fast, and that trust deficit due to online fraud. It's a challenge, but also an opportunity. Ethical, transparent, permission-based email marketing can be Kobo Read's superpower here. By being open about how they handle data, showing off their security, and always delivering value, Kobo REITs can use email to stand out and build really strong, trusting relationships with their customers. That's something much harder to do with general advertising. Now, quickly, I want to show you a table summarizing key Nigerian digital statistics. I might say let's put on some of these key numbers up on the screen here so you get to see it quickly. So here is Nigerian digital and e-commerce snapshot as at 2025. The metrics: internet penetration statistics, 45.4%, 107 million users. Broadband penetration, 45.61%. Smartphone users in terms of demand sage, 19.7% of population. Average daily mobile internet use, 5 hours, 4 minutes. E-commerce market value, $8.53 billion. E-commerce CAGR, 2025 to 2033, 11.82%. Popular social media news: Facebook, 75%, YouTube, 70%, Instagram, 58%. Dominant trend: shift from cash to digital mobile wallets. And don't forget, for popular social media news, TikTok also accumulated for 46%. So this gives you a solid data-backed view, and it should help you understand the market. So while working as a digital marketer, you can as well make smart, informed decisions with our email strategy here in Miramore Institute. All of this we have done so far is part of that crucial learn phase in Miramore, getting that foundational knowledge. Now that you have understood this, let's now look into building your email marketing foundation, which has to do with Module 2. Don't forget, we are looking at Email Marketing Masterclass, from foundational principles to strategic leadership in the digital economy. Now, we have looked at the what and the why of email marketing, and we have got a good sense of the Nigerian digital scene. Now it's time to start building. Just like a house needs a solid foundation, so does our email marketing. This Module 2 is all about putting those first crucial bricks in place. So first of all, look at setting smart goals for email marketing. In this very module, you will learn how to define clear, measurable objectives that will guide your email marketing strategy and allow for effective evaluation. I will say this is a really important learn step. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there, right? Smart Goals gives us a map. So where do we start with any good plan? With clear goals. In email marketing, we use a fantastic little framework called SMART to help us set these goals. It's an acronym and it stands for S stands for SMART, specific. By specific, your goals need to be super clear and well-defined. What exactly do you want to achieve? M in SMART stands for measurable. By measurable, you have got to be able to track your progress. How will you know if you are succeeding? This simply means that's your goal as a digital marketer. Need numbers. A in SMART stands for achievable. Or attainable. By achievable or attainable, be ambitious. Yes, but also realistic. Can you actually reach this goal with the resources and time you have? It should stretch you, but not break you. Arrow SMART stands for relevant. By relevant, does this email goal actually help your bigger business goals? Is it important for your overall marketing plan? Why are we doing this? Relevant. Lastly, SMART T stands for timely or time-bound. By time-bound, every goal needs a deadline. When do you want to achieve this by? This creates a bit of urgency and helps you stay on track. Now, why do you need to bother with SMART goals in particular as a digital marketer? The reason is because it takes us from fuzzy ideas like I want more sales to a concrete, actionable plan. It is just like going from I want to build a house to I will lay 100 bricks for the north wall by Friday. This kind of clear thinking is vital for any business, big or small, especially for our Kobo Reads bookstore case study. It helps us use our resources wisely and gives us a clear way to show that our marketing is working and to make smarter data-driven decisions. Now let's imagine some smart email marketing goals for our case study, Kobo Reads. What do you think it will be like? Can you guess? Let's picture a goal idea. Let's assume our goal idea is to get more people interested in African books. So first, we'll look at the first, which is S, specific. Remember, our goal idea is to get more people interested in African books. Specific. For specific, we'll be looking at increase the number of new subscribers to the Kobo Reads newsletter. Who specifically say they are interested in African literature. Measurable. Measurable, we can say, let's get 500 new qualified subscribers. Achievable. Achievable, we'll look at, we can do this by creating a great free guide about Nigerian authors and promoting it on our website. Relevant. Relevant, we can say growing a list of people who love African books is much more valuable for Kobo Reads than just getting any subscribers. These are the people more likely to buy and engage. Timely. For timely, let's aim for this within the next 3 months, which is like saying 1 quarter. So we'll also put down our SMART goal statement. Now our SMART goal statements, we can come up to say, grow the Kobo Reads email list by 500 qualified subscribers interested in African literature within the next quarter by promoting a new lead magnet focused on contemporary Nigerian authors. Can you see how clear this is? Clear. We have been able to form our SMART statement through our goal idea using our SMART. Can you see it? Clear. I'll take it again. Based on our specific, which we said is to increase the number of new subscribers to the Kobo Reads newsletter who specifically say they are interested in African literature. Measurable, to get 500 new qualified subscribers. Achievable, we can do this by creating a great free guide about Nigerian authors and promoting it on our website. Relevant, growing a list of people who love African books is much more valuable for Kobo Reads than just getting any subscribers. There are the people more likely to buy and engage. Timely, we said let us aim for this within the next 3 months, which is 1 quarter. Our SMART goal out of this, our SMART goal statement becomes grow the Kobo Reads email list by 500 qualified subscribers interested in African literature within the next quarter by promoting a new lead magnet focused on contemporary Nigerian authors. And like I said, see how clear that is. There should always be a goal idea when you're working as a digital marketer utilizing email marketing. Use the SMART. Don't forget. Now, another goal idea, apart from getting more people interested in African books, can also be to get more people to open our weekly emails. Don't forget, we are looking at Module 2, which has to do with building your email marketing foundation. So I'm giving you goal ideas, how to think deep. Another goal idea is to get more people to open our weekly emails. By specific again, we'll say, okay, improve the open rate for Kobo Reads weekly new releases and recommendations email. Measurable for this new goal, increase the average open rate from say 20% to 25%. That's a 5 percentage points increase, right? Achievable. For this goal, we can try different subject lines. We can go with A/B testing. We will cover that. We can also, so let's make the content of our email even more personal based. Personalize it. Let's make it more personal based on what people have bought before. Relevant. If more people open the emails, more people see Kobo reads books, which means more chances for clicks and sales. Timely. Let's work on this over the next 6 months. Again, you then prepare your SMART goal statement. The SMART goal statement will be increase the average open rate of the weekly new releases and recommendations email by 5 percentage points. For example, from 20% to 25% over the next 6 months through systematic A/B testing of subject lines and enhanced content personalization. Another goal idea can be, let's make money from those, oops, you left something in your cart, type of emails. Specific, we said generate direct revenue from the Kobo Reads Abandoned Cart email automation series. Measurable, we want to achieve 500,000 Naira in recovered sales that we can directly link back to these emails. But achievable, by making the abandoned cart emails really good. Maybe offering a small discount and having clear complete your purchase buttons. By relevant, getting back sales that might have been lost directly helps Kobo Reads profit. Timely, let's aim for this in the next 3 months. Again, we can have our SMART goal statement. Generate 500,000 Naira in recovered sales through the abandoned cart email automation series within the next 3 months by refining email copy and A/B testing, a 5% discount offer in the second reminder email. Now, to set these kinds of goals, what Kobo Reads, what that your company would first need to know is where they are now. So before you set these kind of goals for your company, for an organization, maybe you're working as a digital marketer, whether on-site or remotely, that company you work in or your business would first need to know where they are now, like their current open rate. Then they would look at what they have done in the past. Then also, they need to see where they can improve. Then also, they need to try out new strategies, like we mentioned in the achievable part, and keep checking their progress. In fact, this thing is a circle. Set a goal. That's it. Set a goal. Act on it. Measure it, and then refine it. Set a goal. Act, measure, refine. Don't forget this circle I'm giving you now. Set a goal. Act, measure, refine. Set a goal. Act, measure, refine. Set a goal. Act. Just remember it, please. Set a goal. Act, measure, refine. Set a goal. Act, measure, refine. That's the heart of good email marketing. You also need to understand that we have key email marketing terminology. There is the language of email marketing, and you have to learn it. You have to learn the language of email marketing to be able to communicate effectively and understand its mechanics. You and I know that every field has its own language, its own lingo. So to really master email marketing, we need to speak this language fluently. It's like a vocabulary. For you to be good at email marketing, you need to understand its special vocabulary. For me, they are not just fancy words. They are the names for the tools, the measurements, and the ideas that make email marketing work. Key terminologies. Now, knowing these terms helps you learn faster, talk clearly with your team or clients, and sound like the professional you are becoming. Let us start with people and list. People and list. One, subscribers. Now, subscribers, this is someone who has said, yes, please send me your emails. It simply means they have opted in. Two, email list / audience. Think of this as your address book. It is the database with all your subscribers, all your subscribers' email addresses, and other useful information. Three, segmentation. Remember, I mentioned it earlier. Now, this is clever. It is like dividing your big address book into smaller, more specific groups. Maybe you group people by city or by what kind of books they like. This helps you send them messages they will find more interesting. Four, personalization. Now, personalization, this is making your emails feel like they were written just for one person. Using their name is a start, but it can also mean showing them book recommendations based on what they have bought before. It makes the email feel special. Now, how do we know if our emails are doing well? That brings us to the next key, which is what? Metrics. So if you want to know if your emails are doing well, you talk about the metrics. Metric number one is what is known as open rates. Now, this is simple enough. It is the percentage of people who actually opened your email. A good open rate tells you your subject line was catchy and people recognized your name. Metric number two, how do you know if your emails are doing well? The second metric you look at is what we call click-through rates. CTR. Of the people who opened your email, what percentage clicked on a link inside it? Click-through rate tells you if your contents and your call to action were engaging. The next metrics Conversion rate. This is a big one. What percentage of people who got the email actually did what you wanted them to do? Maybe they bought a book, signed up for an event, or downloaded your free guide. This is a metric that measures if your email achieved its goal. So you see why I said it is a big one. Next metrics is what we call bounce rates. Bounce rates. Now, bounce rates is the percentage of emails that could not be delivered. This bounce rate is divided into two. We have what we call hard bounce, and we have soft bounce. Now, hard bounce means a permanent problem, like the email address is fake or closed. You should remove this from your list right away. Soft bounce means a temporal issue, like the person's inbox is full or the email server is having a hiccup. Your email system will usually try sending this again. Maybe you've experienced a certain time whereby your email, you tried sending a message and it could not go. Sometimes pay attention. It might be due to soft bounce. So it will try sending it again. You notice you always find out it tried to send it again. Bounce rate, the percentage of emails that could not be delivered. Next metrics. Unsubscribe rate. Now, when we talk about unsubscribe rate, we are looking at the percentage of people who clicked unsubscribe after getting your email. The next metric is spam complaints rule. Spam complaints rule. Now, by spam complaint rule, we are looking at the percentage of people who marked your email as spam. Of course, you need this number because you want this number to be super, super low. Too many spam complaints can really hurt your ability to send emails. Now, let's talk about staying on the right side of the law and being ethical. Staying on the right side of the law. First and foremost, spam. What we also call unsolicited commercial email, UCE. Now, these are those annoying, unwarranted emails you get that you never asked for. You know, sometimes you find out there are some unwarranted emails. You never asked for it. We don't want to be sending this. 2, opt-in. This is the process where someone gives you permission to email them. Opt-in is in 2. We have single opt-in and we have double opt-in. Now, single opt-in, they sign up and they are on the list. Simple. But guess what? it is not always the best quality. Double opt-in, for me, is better. After they sign up, they get a confirmation email and have to click a link in that email to really confirm. This builds a much higher quality list of truly interested people. So if you've ever tried to download an email and they send you activation link, confirm, 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 they are making use of double opt-in. They want to know if you're truly interested. 3 is CAN-SPAM Act. Now, this is a US law that sets the rules for commercial emails. It says things like you must tell people how to unsubscribe and include your physical address. The next we have is GDPR. GDPR stands for General Data Protection Regulation. This is a big data protection law from the European Union. It has very strict rules about consent and how you handle people's personal information. And you know, of course, those students who enrolled into our data analysis training here in Miramore Institute, we always mention in class that there are 2 types of data: personal data and sensitive data. And we'll tell you that personal data are those data that directly refers to a person, like name, location. Then we'll tell you that sensitive data are those data that must be protected. For example, biodata, medical related data, because people don't want their medical information to be found in the public, and so on. So the General Data Protection Regulation covers sensitive data. Coming down here in Nigeria, we have what we call the NDPA. Now, the NDPA is the Nigeria Data Protection Act 2023. This is Nigeria's own main data protection law. For those of you who are not from Nigeria, I am from Nigeria. So let me also teach you about our own data protection law. Along with guidelines like GAID 2025, the Nigerian Data Protection Act tells us how we must handle the personal data of people in Nigeria, especially when it comes to getting consent for marketing. And finally, some technical and campaign management terms, which is very important for you to know as a digital marketer. First, technical and campaign management terms is what is known as email service provider, which is abbreviated as ESP. Now, the email service provider, ESP, is the company or platform you use to send your emails, like Mailchimp, Constant Contact, or SendGrid. They give you the tools to manage your list, to design emails, to send them out, and see how they did. Next technical and campaign management terms is autoresponder. Now, the autoresponder is an email or series of emails that get sent automatically when someone does something, like signing up for your list or buying a product. The next is drip campaign. Now, this is a set of pre-written emails that are sent out automatically over a period of time to a specific group, often used to gently guide new leads or welcome new subscribers. The next is A/B testing, what we also call split testing. This is like a science experiment for your emails. You create two versions of an email, maybe with different subject lines, and send them to different small groups to see which one performs better. This helps you learn what your audience likes. The next is what we call to action. CTA. You must have heard of it. This is the button or link in your email that tells the reader what you want them to do next. For example, it can be shop now, learn more, download your free guide. You know, it is always clear and tempting. I've seen them a lot of times. Shop now. If Jumia is doing sales Black Friday, you see shop now. If you're seeing, those of you who sees adverts online, you always see learn more and so on, download and so on. It's always clear. So it means if you're doing such thing too for a company, make sure it is clear and tempting. Learn more, shop now. The next, which is the last, is email authentication. Now, email authentication are technical things that happen behind the scenes. They help prove that your email is really from you and not from a scammer. Good authentication helps your emails get delivered to the inbox instead of the spam folder. So we have authentication like SPF, DKIM, DMARC. All these are email authentication. Wow. That might seem like a lot, but don't worry. We will be using these terms throughout this masterclass, and they will become second nature. Understanding these languages is your first big step to becoming an email marketing pro. Now, you need to know which marketing platform is perfect for email marketing. So in the course of this training, we'll be focusing on Mailchimp. So you will learn to evaluate and select the appropriate tools like Mailchimp that will serve as the foundation for creating and managing email marketing campaigns. I will say, okay, so you're ready to send emails, but how do you actually do it? You need a good tool. An email service provider or ESP. I want you to learn how to pick one and why we are focusing on Mailchimp for our practicals. So after choosing the right email service provider or ESP is a really important decision. Think of it like choosing the right car for your needs. You want something reliable, easy to use with the right features and that fits your budget, right? You want something reliable, right? An ESP is the technology that helps you manage your subscriber list. Design beautiful emails, send them out, set up automations, and see how well your campaigns are doing. So what should you look for when picking an ESP? The first thing you should look for is the ease of use. Always ask yourself a question. Is it easy to figure out? Because you don't want to spend weeks just learning how to use the platform. So it should be intuitive. What should you look for when picking an ESP? Look for the features. Does it have what you need? Things like email editor. Can you easily create nice looking emails? Maybe with a drag and drop tool. Are there good templates? Look at the list management. Can you easily segment your list? Can you add tags to contact? Can you keep your list clean? Look at automation. Can you set up those cool automated workflows we talked about, like welcome emails or abandoned cart reminders? Look at analytics and reporting. Does the ESP give you good, clear reports on how your emails are performing, like open rates, click rates? Look at the landing page builder. Can you create simple web pages for people to sign up or learn more? Look at the A/B testing. Does it let you test different versions of your emails? Look at integrations. This, in fact, is a big one. Can it connect easily with other tools you use, like your website platform, your customer relationship manager, CRM, or your social media? Look at the pricing. How much does the ESP cost? Is it based on how many subscribers you have or how many emails you send? Does it fit your budget? You understand? Does it fit your budget? Can it grow with you, with your business? Look at the deliverability. This is very important in terms of deliverables. Does the ESP have a good reputation for getting emails into people's inbox? I don't mean their spam folders, their inbox. Can it deliver? Look at support. What if you get stuck? Is there good help available, like online guides, chat support, or email support? Look at scalability. Can the platform handle your needs as your business and your email list grow? Can it handle your needs? So these are things you should look out for whenever you want to pick an ESP. And don't forget what I said ESP is. I said the ESP is what? The company or platform you use to send your emails. Don't forget. So in this very masterclass, we'll be using Mailchimp. Now, why Mailchimp for this masterclass? For our hands-on learning in this masterclass, we are going to be using Mailchimp. It is one of the most well-known and widely used ESPs out there, and it has a great set of features that make it perfect for learning the ropes of email marketing, from the basics to some petty advanced stuff. Let me tell you what's great about Mailchimp. It has a user-friendly interface. It is generally known for being pretty easy to use with a good drag and drop email editor. Another good thing about Mailchimp is the fact that Mailchimp, like you know, has a good automated workflow. You can create some really smart automated email series. It has good contact list management. You can organize your subscribers with segments and tags. You can test different parts of your emails. Mailchimp gives you detailed reports that are easy to understand. You can also create custom landing pages. You will see all this. In terms of integration, Mailchimp connects with tons of other tools. CRMs like Salesforce or HubSpot, e-commerce platforms like Shopify, social media, and more. And for me, this ability to connect everything is vital for a good overall marketing strategy. It has lots of templates, lots of ready-made email templates you can customize, Sarah. Yes, Folake, in terms of mobile optimization, I can see your messages. Your questions are good. Of course, Mailchimp, yeah, it has good mobile optimization. Emails you create usually look good or mobile phones. I believe that's what you're asking about. It also even have things like SMS marketing, an AI tool to help write emails using ChatGPT technology and software for scheduling appointments. So, but there are always upsides and downsides. The upsides of Mailchimp is excellent template editor, really thorough reports, lots and lots of integration options. They keep adding new features. Things to keep in mind, which are the downsides: cost. The paid plans can get pricey, especially as your list of subscribers gets bigger. Also, another thing you need to consider is how Mailchimp counts subscribers. Mailchimp charges you even for people who have unsubscribed or are inactive but still in your database. So this can add to the cost. Another thing is free plan limitation. As of May 2025, the free plan is not as generous as it used to be. It's now typically limited to 500 contacts. And important features like automation and email scheduling are no longer free. So free users might also have limited customer support. There are pricing tiers. Mailchimp usually has a free plan, then essentials, then standard, and premium plans, each with different features and limits. But like I said, we are using Mailchimp in this masterclass because so many businesses use it. It has all the features we need to learn effectively. And historically, its free plan was a good way for beginners to get started. Even with its current limitations, it gives you a solid platform to learn and practice your email marketing skills. But here is a key takeaway, everyone. The best ESP really depends on your specific needs, your budget, how tech savvy you are, and how your long-term plans are. The world of ESPs is always changing, with features and prices evolving. Just look at how Mailchimp's free plan has changed. So being able to look at different platforms, understand what they offer, and choose the one that's right for your business is a super important skill for any digital marketer. Let me take you on a brief journey to explore. Okay, so go to your sidebar and type in Mailchimp, M-A-I-L space C-H-I-M-P, can join it, then come down, click on the websites, and it brings you here to Mailchimp. Okay, dismiss this. So you can see the pricing I just talked about. So you can look at it here from standard, premium, standard, essentials, free essential, standard, premium. So you can check this, click on learn more below, okay, to get to read all of this. So this Mailchimp here, okay. So try to look into this so you have more concrete understanding on this. Okay. So I hope you're doing this. Explore Mailchimp, look at it so you have a concrete idea on everything you have to understand over it. So this brings us to the end of this session. In our next session, we'll be looking at Module 3. And in Module 3, we'll be looking at legal and ethical considerations in email marketing. We'll be exploring the global regulations, the Nigerian context, and permission-based marketing fully. So don't go away. Stay tuned as we look into this. Then in Module 4, we'll be looking at building and managing your email list ethically. And we'll also look at the 2 golden rules for list building. I'll take you through the 2 golden rules for list building. See you in the next lesson.